We're fleeing the urban life in droves. For places,
well, like this. Wow! This is the view from your garden.
Guys, you ready to get in the new house?
Yeah!
Let's go then!
embracing the highs and lows for a country house and a better life.
I don't think any of us realised how much work we were going to have to put into this.
This is going to have to be rebuilt before we can use this room.
To a simple life.
I'm not so sure I'm going to get that.
Jaded by town life, Kat and Louis Falconer want to move from Crowborough, East Sussex.
Where do we get to?
And trade this 2-up, 2-down semi for this 4-bedroom cottage in rural Norfolk. The couple are keen to escape the rat race for a simpler, quieter life. And that's not the only reason.
Crowborough is like a market town, but there's a lot of developments going on. It's sort of slowly becoming a bit of a sprawling metropolis.
I've always loved animals and nature, and I think as I've got older and calmer, I've grown into having a, more sedate lifestyle.
Not having all the traffic and, the people everywhere and that kind of stuff.
Dental hygienist Kat and reflexologist Louis worked up to 80 hours a week.
Got up at 6:15 and I didn't get home till 6:30.
Wow.
And I was getting tired.
Yeah.
And I wasn't enjoying it as much as I used to.
Right.
And I thought to myself, it's time to be looking at doing something else.
So you can hardly have seen each other.
I had a reflexology business. Most of my clients were, used to come along in the evening. So we were kind of sort of missing each other. We were like ships passing in the night.
Desperate to trade house and careers, Kat and Louis solved the first problem by selling their house for just under £300,000 and living in a rental. They've discovered what they hope will be their dream home. An 18th century former mill house in rural Norfolk.
When we saw it on the internet, we knew that was the one without even going to see it.
The spacious main building has 4 bedrooms and a large sunroom. The 3-acre grounds contain a separate annex building and a quirky, old-fashioned cob house.
It's like a hobbit house.
Inside the chimney has been shaped like a wizard's hat. It's so cute.
As for career change, they plan to go into the wedding business.
The wedding venture is going to be our personal income for living in the house.
Having trained as a wedding celebrant over a year ago, Louis can marry couples. Their plan is to offer small, bespoke ceremonies where the lucky couple say "I do" in the cob house, and then the sunroom will host receptions for up to 20 guests.
Our plan for the weddings was always to be small, intimate, nature-based, outdoor weddings.
While weddings will be their main income, their real dream is to have a small holding on the 3-acre grounds.
Do you want, just sort of agricultural grazing land, or do you want a bit of a mix?
Having grown up with parents having allotments, and I had my own allotment for 7 years as well, there's definitely going to be some growing things going on.
OK.
And then, as many animals as we can manage and afford.
Kat and Louis need help to buy their dream home, and Louis' recently retired parents are ready to lend a hand.
Can I come and disturb you?
Of course you can.
Hello.
Mark and Sue are selling their flat and will move in with Kat and Louis.
So how did they persuade you to come in on this venture?
When Louis and Catherine approached us with the idea, we thought, well, let's go for it.
And it would be lovely to see them start this journey, while we're still around, and we can help. And also, it'd be a lark, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you were never really looking for a quiet retirement, but you're definitely not going to get that now, are you? You're going to be busier than ever.
Nobody ever died of hard work, did they? I think.
Mark and Sue will pay a monthly rent that'll be crucial to sustaining the family's new lifestyle. Kat and Louis' dream home is valued at £635,000. Mark and Sue will contribute £225,000 from the sale of their flat, while Kat and Louis will make up the shortfall by using equity from their house sale, topped up by some inheritance money.
It's really exciting on the one hand, and on the other hand, it's absolutely terrifying.
They'll all stay mortgage-free, but they reckon they need around £18,000 a year to sustain their new life. 12,000 of that will come in monthly rent from Mark and Sue, the rest from weddings.
Aim is to get the wedding set up first, so we've got our income and we know where we're at.
But shortly after selling their own properties in June, the purchase of their new home hit pandemic delays and legal red tape.
Because it's got land, we're tied up with that. They're just sort of ironing out the issues with the land at the moment.
That ironing out is still happening 5 months later, and to complicate matters further, their rental property has been sold. But today, they'll discover if their dream home is gone forever.
Got the fingers, toes, everything crossed today.
If it doesn't all sort of connect together and, happen, then we could be waiting until after New Year. So it's kind of down,
and the
down to the
added
wire.
problem of having to find another rental because the house has been sold, so we can't keep renewing it. What I don't want to have to do is go and live somewhere else.
While we wait for the house to go through again. Phone.
Hello? Oh, is it good news? Oh, fantastic. We've exchanged and completed. Oh, sorry, we've changed our minds now, Patsy. We don't want to buy it.
One phone call lets this family pursue a new life in the country. Next, Kat and Louis embrace their dream home.
We made it.
It's fantastic,
Oh,
babe.
darling.
But immediately, their plans for the wedding business hit a snag.
The surveyor came in and said that it wasn't structurally sound. This is going to have to be rebuilt.
More and more of us dream of permanently escaping the hustle and bustle by selling up in the city or suburbs and using the equity to find a quieter life in the country. Today, the Falconer family are making that dream a reality.
We're here!
As they complete the move from East Sussex to Norfolk.
Oh, it's amazing.
doesn't
yeah,
it?
Fantastic.
Just imagine it in the spring and the summer.
The ranch, we're here. And it
There's
is,
a chance to see it properly up
it is
close,
as purple as
isn't
I thought.
it? I still think it's blue.
Oh, wow.
Right, here we go.
Here we go.
Kat and Louis have swapped a small 2 up, 2 down for a stunning 4-bedroom home with more than twice the living space. Parents Mark and Sue have cashed in their property chips too and will live in this comfy 1-bed annex. Several outbuildings sit on the 3-acre property, and the previous owners left a housewarming gift of 15 chickens.
A lot of people just go through life not really getting what they want, but this place is our dream place.
Pandemic, solicitors, everything else. A lot of times it's felt like we haven't got here, so it's even more emotional today. You know, if you've got a dream, you've got to believe in it, even against the odds.
Oh.
Oh.
We made it.
It's fantastic,
Oh,
babe.
darling, we made it.
Kat and Louis moved from the most populated inland town in East Sussex to Banham, population under 1,500. And this part of Norfolk is great if you're looking to settle into your country life. If historic cottages are your bag, the rural parish of Whirlingworth boasts this 17th century cottage with exposed beams and oozing with character. 4 reception rooms are matched with 4 lovely bedrooms. It's currently valued at £605,000. But if you like being close to the sea, the village of Metfield is just 16 miles inland and contains this chocolate box cottage, once part of the haberdashery and is now Grade 2 listed. It has 5 bedrooms, an annex and outbuildings. It will cost you £615,000. If you think you can't get a new build in the country, well, you can. This characterful property in Great Malton has all mod cons, 4 bedrooms, 4 reception rooms and a conservatory, plus a 1-bed annex with open-plan living, currently costing £570,000. The Falconers have clearly shopped smart, and in Banham, they're already making changes.
Somewhere under all of this, there is actually a beautiful rose arch. We've got an awful lot of things to do in the house, outside the house, setting up the business. I go through waves. Some days I feel really excited about it, or my brain's buzzing with ideas, and other days I feel worn out, stressed, and it gets on top of me. But I love coming outside and gardening. This, for me, this is not work.
Don't need to go to a gym living on a small holding, do you? There was a load of ivy growing on this, so we just cleared that, and it reveals this beautiful old pump, and that's actually a proper working well as well. So.
It's lovely.
Oh,
Turn it
yeah.
on and see if it works. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, brilliant. Isn't that nice? It's a roller coaster. It's 1 minute it's brilliant. The next minute we've got problems we've got to keep on top of, and we're running out of time. But would I go back and swap for what we had before?
No, never.
After 3 years of planning, 5 months of delays, and of course the pandemic, the Falconers are starting their new life.
Now, the last time I saw Kat and Louis, they were waiting and waiting and waiting to move into their dream house. Well, 10 days ago, that finally happened. Look!
Hi.
You too!
Hello!
Lord and Lady of the Manor! Welcome! Isn't this pretty?
It's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness, you both look so happy.
Come in.
Just so full of character.
Yeah, quirky is how it was described.
Really quirky.
Yeah.
It's just... Oh, I'm so happy for you both, because I know you've been through
Thank you,
the
yeah.
mill, as it were.
Yes.
I am going to, rudely, charge you with putting the kettle on, Louis.
Leaving Kat and myself to have a nose around.
This is our beautiful living room.
It is beautiful. So is every room like this, beamed and full of character?
Yes, yeah.
That fireplace, isn't that
know.
lovely? And it's so cosy.
Yes.
It has a lovely atmosphere.
There's also a separate snug
Oh, it's just lovely.
and a sunroom, which is key to their plans for hosting intimate weddings. While lucky couples will say "I do" in the Cobb House, the sunroom will hold small receptions, a business they hope to make up to £10,000 a year from.
The sunset over that field of an evening, it's just gorgeous, and we've got partridges that come in the field. Unfortunately, this room, the surveyor came in and said that it wasn't structurally sound. This is going to have to be rebuilt on its existing footprint.
Oh no! Gosh, that's quite a big blow, that, isn't it?
Thanks to savings, Kat and Louis had £20,000 for repairs and getting their new businesses up and running. But the surveyor's report comes in at an eye-watering £40,000.
The idea is to try and salvage as much as what we've already got here. So all the wood's in place, the glass is in place. It's just going to be a case of just pin it better to the side of the house, make it structurally sound.
This blow might not be a disaster. I've always worried about them hosting weddings inside their own home. I think keeping things a bit more separate from the house itself will be better for Kat and Louis and their guests.
Rather than worrying about your sunroom and also having people kind of really immediately in your house, I mean, having a marquee out there with that incredible view would be a beautiful indoor space.
That's a very good idea, and that's something I'm going to have a look into.
The current plan is for celebrant Louis to oversee wedding vows in this historic Cobb House, which is sculpted by hand from a mixture of clay, straw and sand with a render finish.
Oh, it's just lovely, isn't it?
It's so different, isn't it?
It's so pretty.
We've got built-in seating around the edge there.
Yeah.
It's got a fire that we can light on days like today to keep warm.
Yeah. For people who are looking for something that's a little bit different and small and intimate, it's perfect, isn't it? Lovely.
While weddings will be their main income, a key part of their dream is having a small holding with animals to help people with mental health issues. And Kat's motivation is deeply personal.
I was having been through a very difficult time in my life when I lost my sister, and then within the space of a year after that lost my mum and lost my nan. When life happens to you like that, you don't look at things the same ever again. With losing 3 members of my family in such a short space of time, it really does make you realise that life can just change like that.
Kat's sister Verity had suffered with mental health issues for years before taking her own life.
It's a bit of a sink or swim moment. You can either decide that, you know, this is going to define you, or you can think, well, if this has happened, what can I do about it? What can I do to make things different?
Kat became aware of the care farm movement, which encourages healing and rehabilitation, and Kat wanted her care farm to include alpacas.
I just instantly fell in love with them, and I just had this thought pop into my head: we can get some alpacas and we can open up a safe space for people to come, other people who are going through difficult times like my sister, and maybe we can make a difference.
This won't provide an income. Kat and Louis hope it will be self-sufficient thanks to local authority funding, and it'll help provide others with mental health support.
Hello, you funny lot.
So essentially, what you're going to create is a place that people can get those amazing benefits of being in a green space, being able to be amongst animals. That's what you're aiming for.
I think for people suffering with mental ill health, and they might have had a lot of trauma, and animals that they can sit with and be calm and peaceful with, to me, that was what the connection with the alpacas was.
Seizing the moment, Kat has already sourced 5 alpacas, and she's so keen to get started, they're arriving in just 2 weeks. These guys have the space for alpacas, but I want to know if they realise what they're taking on.
3 sections. There's 2.5 acres up that way, so you've got three paddocks.
That's fantastic.
Care farms provide a peaceful space for people to heal, a fitting tribute to Kat's sister, Verity.
So you've got water, you've got good fencing, you've got shelter.
We're good to go.
I was slightly nervous when you said the alpacas are literally coming in 2 weeks, but I would say you're ready for them.
Louis's parents, landscape gardener Mark, and former mental health professional Sue, will bring their own skills to the care farm. In the meantime, they're enjoying some low-maintenance chickens, all 15 of them.
They're all different, aren't they? And
Oh, yeah, very different.
but Mark's saying don't start naming them. But I can't help it.
So are you going to share any of these names that you've given them?
Well, we've got Tom and Jerry, little Vera, and we've got Scruffy that got a bit picked on.
Runty, actually.
Yeah,
I mean,
we call him Scruffy.
Louis calls him Runty or her.
The Falconers need around £18,000 a year in basic living costs, £1,000 a month of which is coming from Mark and Sue's retirement funds. The rest they'll need to earn.
So the weddings really is the thing that you have to push on with.
Yeah.
Another entirely new thing for you both, isn't it?
Yes.
You're looking a tiny bit nervous, Louis.
I've done a bit of event hosting in the past, and then you, having worked at various different wedding venues, know sort of what people are looking for. So we're going to try and work together without falling out.
And you won't do that. You two are amazing.
Kat spent 23 years in dentistry, Louis 3 years as a reflexologist. While they lack wedding experience, they have planned for 3 years and saved hard to buy time to develop the new businesses.
I mean, how urgent is it for you to start bringing in an income?
We've got a reserve in the bank to last us for about a year. We're not going to be baked beans on toast just yet. However, that, with the amount of things that need doing, keeps dwindling. Every time I look at a bank account, it's gone down again. It goes down overnight.
OK.
Fortune favours the brave.
As they say, yeah.
It jolly well should.
Before leaving, there's one last thing I've promised to help Kat with. A tribute to her sister Verity.
Right, I'm ready for you.
OK, this is a very emotional moment. There you are, sis. This is for you. There you are.
Look at that.
Verity's farm. God bless her.
Oh, Kat, that is a very, very fitting tribute to your lovely sister.
She would have loved this whole idea. She loved animals.
Yeah.
The idea of being able to do something like this in her memory is just amazing.
She'd be very, very proud.
It should be made up.
I have to say I'm very proud of both of you as well. It's been a tough 3 years, but you've done it.
This is where the fun begins.
Quite right.
Yeah.
It'll begin in 2 weeks' time with 5 hairy alpacas.
Yes.
Louis and Kat have certainly had more than their fair share of adversity in the last few years. But this place is a triumph. And their plans, which I have to say, I was a little bit doubtful about, the care farm and the weddings and the alpacas, they're taking shape. And I really think they've put so much work into this and so much belief into it. I think this could work. I really hope so, for their sake and for Verity's memory. Next, Kat and Louis get an unexpected boost from the alpacas.
I discovered there's a bit of a market for alpaca manure.
But a hurdle threatens their plan to host weddings.
Unfortunately, we've got legal restrictions on the front field and the land the alpacas are on.
It's February, almost 2 months since the Falconer family fled the bustle of town living for the peace and quiet of rural Norfolk.
Go and feed the babies.
Yeah.
Alpacas!
Alpacas.
You want your breakfast?
They've traded sitting in traffic for a simpler life and are now the proud owners of 5 alpacas. There's the boys, Bo and Iggy Pop, and girls, Latte, Flo and Sweet Pea.
Oh, look, they've come down for their breakfast, look.
Hello, girls.
Hey, Florence.
They're 3 generations of the same family: baby, mum and granny.
They're having a mix of different foods that give them their vitamins and protein for the day. We do this once a day, normally in sort of late morning.
This time of year, the grass isn't growing that well yet, so they also have some hay, and that's just to give them an extra boost because the grass is a bit too short.
First of all, just mix them all up. So
Oh, yeah.
we get a nice flavour.
See, you're good like
Flavour
that.
combination.
You mix it all up and I don't. You spoil them.
I do.
In fact, it's pretty fair to say this lot get treated like royalty.
Hello, sweet. You all right?
They seem happy, they seem settled, and we are just absolutely loving having them. It is everything I wanted it to be. Hello, darlings.
Come on in. Up to the breakfast bar. Come on. Come on, Ig.
There is a reason we feed them in the pens. Desensitisation. Alpacas aren't keen on being penned if the vet comes or if we have to cut their toenails or trim their hair. Our plan is if we feed them in the pen every day, it's not a stressful event.
And by the looks of it, mission accomplished.
Hello, boys.
Though there is another daily event not nearly as fun. It's known simply as poo raking.
I discovered there's a bit of a market for alpaca manure. It's got higher nutrient levels than horse manure, it retains water well, and it doesn't scorch the plants. So I thought, oh, well, why don't we see if anybody wants to buy it? Each day we typically get about a wheelbarrow full of manure out of 5 of them, so that's basically a bag.
They can't poo quick enough, basically.
Well, as the saying goes, where there's muck, there's brass, so hopefully Kat's idea will pay off.
Come on then.
As these newbie farmers muck out, Louis' dad Mark is on the chicken run.
I just love them, they're great. They're quirky, they're argumentative, because there's a hierarchy. And we get fresh eggs from them.
Now producing up to 7 eggs a day.
So we got 3 eggs today. Thank you very much, girls.
What doesn't get eaten is also up for sale. But while you have to admire their enterprise, there's no denying this move to the country has definitely had its challenges.
Sometimes the enormity of what we've taken on, how much work there is just in the grounds, let alone setting up a business. Well, we both feel overwhelmed sometimes, don't we?
Yeah, some days you feel like you do sort of 2 steps forward, 3 steps back.
Yeah.
But we've kind of got our living arrangements sorted out. But we're concentrating on the business. I think the next few months,
That's been unsettling as well, because we've gone from having an income to not having an income and not knowing when we're going to get an income, and that worries me.
With an estimated £40,000 bill to fix the sunroom and replace windows, I can understand Kat's worries. That work will be staggered, with £20,000 savings used wisely for repairs immediately, and then setting up new businesses will help pay for further repairs. As the alpaca care farm isn't intended to turn a profit, everything is riding on the wedding business. They hope to make up to £10,000 annually, with ceremonies taking place in the Cobb House and receptions in the sunroom. As spring approaches, and with pent-up demand for weddings high after the pandemic, they need to fix up the Cobb House. And though their plans are for small, intimate weddings, it's always good to know the competition.
I have been mulling over Louis and Kat's plans to run weddings and events at their new place, and it struck me that what might be useful for them is to come to a bespoke wedding venue nearby to get a little bit of inspiration.
Which brings us to Happy Valley, 9 acres of woodland and open glades an hour's drive from the Falconers' home. Here they host weddings for up to 150, have comfy cabins for guests, and there's also some serious glamping.
Morning, you two.
Morning.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, it's a lovely spot.
It's a working farm. It's run by a lovely woman called Katie. The types of weddings that they're offering and the way they're doing it might be quite useful for you to hear about.
Excellent.
Great.
Okay?
Good.
This may be a bigger operation than Kat and Louis', but I'm hoping Katie can share some secrets of her success.
I want you to introduce Louis and Kat. They're going to shamelessly pick your brains. What was it that kind of took the longest to be able to get started?
Well, actually, the kind of infrastructure to get electric, water, nearly killed us. I'd say take it very slowly, baby steps. I would double your time scale, expectations, and probably add another half on for costs.
The even bigger challenge facing Kat and Louis, many bridal parties expect accommodation, something that can also help pay the bills all year round.
It's very seasonal, especially if it's an outdoor venue, which is what people want. But you do need to have kind of other ideas for sources of income.
What we want to offer is a place for the married couple to stay.
Yeah.
So the guests can't stay, but we adapt the Cobb House so we can turn it into an overnight accommodation.
Do you have in your heads a budget?
Shoestring.
About 20,000.
It could be doable.
It does include the wedding licence, the bring your own, the health and safety, the fire extinguishers.
Add planning permission to the mix, and that's easily £5,000 already spent. But there's another stumbling block. The Cobb House also needs a bathroom.
At the moment, they would have to come down to the side of our house and we'd leave our downstairs bathroom unlocked, which is accessible from the outside, which we know is not ideal.
While that's fine for your average glamper, bridal parties usually expect a little luxury, which is why I want Kat and Louis to see what Katie offers her guests.
This is our newest addition. So we've got a tree house, and then we've got 3 little cabins, and then keeper's cabin as well.
Kat and Louis tour Katie's grounds and accommodation.
Obviously, it's much bigger scale than you'd be doing at your place, but it just gives you an idea of expectations that people have.
God, look at that.
Oh.
It's an insight into how high some of the standards are.
It's so well made, isn't it? God.
Wow. And a useful reminder of how challenging and competitive it is.
The competition is just getting more and more, and you need to kind of stand out from the crowds.
If Kat and Louis want to compete, they'll need to really push the bespoke, quirky nature of their offering and use their 3 acres wisely.
Forgive me for saying this, but it feels like you've got quite set ideas at the moment. Maybe you need to think about the land that you've set aside for the care farm or for the alpacas. I'm just wondering, seeing this now, whether you've actually got more options than you think you've got.
Unfortunately, we've got legal restrictions on the front field and the land the alpacas are on.
Known as overage, at the moment their land can only be used as pasture.
We've got an overage with the council on the front field which does expire in 2.5 years.
All of which is news to me.
So really, actually, the only land that you can use for the events is basically your garden, and that's why the Sun House is actually key for you, is it?
In a few years, we will be able to spread out and use the land that we've got, but at the moment we are tired of overages.
This is a bit of a bombshell. Kat and Louis saw hosting weddings as a crucial source of income, but they now reckon they'll struggle to host large weddings anytime soon.
The big shock of today was discovering that actually Kat and Louis may have 3 acres of land, but only part of it can be used for events because of legal restrictions. I mean, that really makes me question whether they can actually run a wedding and events business at all.
Realising an income from even mid-sized weddings may be out of reach for now, so they'll need to come up with new business ideas to make their country life a success.
I actually feel better about it today, having slept on it, and I feel more positive. Maybe weddings are a little bit out of our reach yet, but certainly birthday parties and celebrations of small numbers.
The couple see the Cobb House as crucial to any new business ventures.
Ah, that's 40, that one.
So they're literally all different sizes. We'll have to measure them all.
Different size, yeah.
So they renew their renovation efforts.
That one, which is 39.
Do you think any of them are savable, or are they all rotten?
I think they're all rotten, baby.
OK.
Because you just literally, you can just pull the corner away. Because the thing is with a living roof as well, is it's constantly dripping because it stays wet.
Yeah.
So these parts here are rotting. 39 3/4. When it's actually been done up, we feel this is going to be a good draw for people.
So, you know, people who are Hobbit or Game of Thrones fans or anything like that, I think this building is going to be really quite popular for booking, don't you?
It will be, yeah.
With so much of their 20 grand savings earmarked for work on the main house, the budget for the Cobb House is tiny, but they're already hatching plans.
The best advice we were told yesterday was baby steps. Do one thing and do it well before you move on to the next.
Right. Yeah.
So let's get a few small daytime events under our belts, make sure people are happy, and then we can look at expanding.
Next, despite setbacks, Kat and Louis' tenacity leads to new business ideas.
We really need to start generating a bit of income.
But their dream of a care farm might have to take a back seat.
We've had a lot of things come up that there's been a bit of a reality check for us.
It's April, and for Kat and Louis Falconer, the rat race is a distant memory as they embrace life in rural Norfolk.
This will be the basis of our sort of vegetable allotment, won't it?
The plan eventually is to have the whole of this field laid out like the care farm or community allotment or something along those lines. And you know what, even if we're having a rubbish day, you can come out and get involved in something, you forget about your problems, and it's nice to get your hands in the soil.
Within about half an hour, you just...
They're spending more time together as a family.
They're queuing for it.
Thank you.
And they're getting to grips with their alpacas.
Come and get breakfast. Iggy Pop here is actually deaf. Yeah, there he goes, look. He's just going back to see if there's any leftovers.
Forced to postpone their plans to host wedding receptions, Kat and Louis have come up with a new venture, providing cream teas in the renovated cob house, followed by a visit to the alpacas. Today, their neighbours Steve and Jen are the first to try it out.
Oh, they look really nice. Is it sandwiches at the bottom?
Yeah, I'd put sandwiches at the bottom, maybe with the scones on the top. We really need to start generating a bit of income. It doesn't have to be a lot, just something sort of trickling in, and hopefully it will build on that. Yeah, you take it easy. I'll set it all up, don't worry.
I like to do a bit of delegating. He knows what he's doing, so I'm just going to sit here for a minute and catch my thoughts before we do the cream tea. I'm getting jittery now.
2 little works of art.
It's the whole idea of thinking about doing it for real. It's making me jittery.
Despite Kat's jitters, they have 2 satisfied customers.
It's just a nice way to spend an afternoon.
The couple plan to charge £45 for an alpaca cream tea, with a total potential profit of £260 a day.
I think on the whole it went well, don't you?
It's good to do like a little trial run, and we can learn, you know, what we could do better next time and what we're actually doing well. So yeah, it was good. It dawned on us that this is something we could actually, you know, we could make work.
Come on then.
Although these shy lovelies need to start playing their part too.
They're very fickle creatures. You've got to lure them with it. We'll have them eating out of our hands soon enough, hopefully.
Alpacas!
It's been 4 months since Louis, Kat and Louis's parents made the long-awaited move to Norfolk. Their dream was to find a place of peace and harmony after an emotionally tough few years. And I'm really hoping that their new life has met their expectations. Hello, you two.
Hi.
Hard at
Morning. Hello.
Wow.
A big plan for Kat and Louis was to set up a care farm where people needing peace in glorious countryside could spend time with these beautiful alpacas.
Look at you two, livestock owners. I mean, you know, you were brilliant with cats. How different is this?
They are very different animals, yeah.
They're less needy than cats.
They're a lot bigger for a start.
Yeah.
But they're adorable, we love them.
And how are you getting on with the training? Presumably, they're going to need to be a little bit more sociable than they are now.
Yes. Hopefully it'll be a process of them starting to get used to it and finding it's just part of their routine.
Yeah.
Now, did I see as I walked in, are you selling alpaca poo?
We certainly are.
Are you?
Brown gold.
That is genius. And are people buying it?
Yeah.
How much can you sell alpaca poo for?
We tend to get a decent bag full every day,
Yeah.
and we sell one of those for £2.
So I think that's an absolute bargain.
It's covering the price of their food.
That's brilliant.
I'm impressed how this positive pair always seem to adapt and find new opportunities, even in muck. And walking around the grounds, I can see evidence of change everywhere.
Looks like you've been doing a bit of work on that.
Yeah, we've been replacing the wooden surround, planted the roof, and we've got a lot of wildflower seeds ready to go.
Oh, it looks really nice. And your woodland is really coming into its own, isn't it?
The Dingley Dell.
However, the Falconers have faced real setbacks. Unexpected renovation costs and obstacles to their business ventures have forced them to change their plans.
It would not be possible to put all of our effort into setting up the house, fixing things, setting up the business, doing all the social media, all the DIY we've had to do, and set up the care farm with all the regulations and child protection and be out there growing. And so we've had to do one thing at a time.
The entire family is mortgage-free, but with estimated outgoings of £18,000 annually, an income is essential. Louis's parents contribute £1,000 a month, and alpaca cream teas may help. But having postponed hosting weddings, they need other options.
What's your focus going to be now? I mean, are you going to spend more time just enjoying your garden and your animals?
We have got a couple of things lined up. Actually, a local lady who lives 3 miles up the road has booked in to do some wall felting classes with us for groups of up to 8 people, and actually she's made some little animals which I've got to show you. That has been felted from alpaca fleece.
Has it really? Oh, my goodness.
It's to offer people an experience that they can come here, meet our alpacas in the morning, have a nice lunch, an afternoon tea, and then in the afternoon make something incorporating the fleece.
That's a really, really nice idea, and just feels much more manageable.
Yeah.
These fortnightly felting sessions, if accompanied with lunch and a visit to the alpacas, could net them £340 a day. Given all their setbacks, they'd be forgiven for having regrets.
When I first met you, you'd already sold your old house, so I never saw it. But what was life like then, and how does it compare to life now?
Gosh, it was completely different before. I mean, first of all, in terms of the space, the lifestyle was completely different from going out to work to working from home. I can't even really compare the two lives because it's almost like we've just stepped out of something, stepped into something completely different.
So the big question, would you go back?
No.
No, definitely not.
I just can't envisage myself as living that life again. I don't even think about it. This is the life I'm living now. You know, it would seem like a failure to go back.
It would feel like somehow we'd failed on our dream now.
Their dream was to achieve a simpler, more fulfilled life. The family sold 2 separate properties for a combined total of just over £522,000. And by adding inheritance money, they bought an 18th century mill house with annex for £635,000. Living mortgage-free, they've gone from suburban gardens to owning over 3 acres of land for animals and veg gardens. Despite setbacks with the wedding business, their new ventures could net them a profit of over £9,000 annually. More importantly, Kat and Louis have gone from seeing each other just 10 hours a week and Louis's parents just once every 2 months to living, working and enjoying life together as a family 24/7. It's a remarkable change and I couldn't be happier for them.
Right.
Maybe. With good people around you and something to move forward and dream on. Honestly, anybody can get to a place where you feel peace and harmony in your life.
Just go for it. Because life's so short, you know, it's so fragile, you've just got to go for it.
Yeah, you've got to find joy in your heart.
We're so glad we did.
I couldn't have put it better myself. After devastating loss and countless setbacks, Kat and Louis are embracing a new chapter in their lives. They've traded income for a stress-free life. They only need to earn £6,000 a year to make ends meet, and the new businesses might earn over £9,000. And they've swapped a small semi for a stunning house.
Kat and Louis's journey to their new life has been anything but straightforward. They've had quite a lot of challenges and quite a lot of curveballs thrown at them, and a lot of their ideas haven't quite come to fruition in the way that they expected. But the key is they've been flexible and they've held on to their ideals of wanting more time together and to really enjoy and embrace this new part of their lives.
Next time, meet Ria, who loves the great outdoors but hates the endless traffic.
What am I doing here? You can hear the noise of the trains and the traffic.
So she's rebooting her life and going it alone.
If you're not going to do something and try it, how would you actually know if it's going to work out or not?